Welcome back, everybody. And workshop two, la 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 la. And this one's more about sensory play and why do we use music props and what's the purpose of them, and really understanding all the perspectives again from a sensory perspective. Let's look at this brain diagram again. So, bomb, 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 bomb. So if you think of the emotional area of the brain, this is really, really important. And for children with special needs, children on the autistic spectrum, children who have high anxiety, this part of the brain is... So the brain finds it really difficult to process incoming sensory information. And if you think of all the distractions and all the things our brain has to juggle every moment of every single day, have I got this? Have I got that? Am I hot in, there's so many things that children are struggling with. And if the environment is busy, it can put a child into overload very, very quickly. So there, the child is la 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 la. If you think of that fifth note, it's high, high arousal. And la 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 la, we want to bring them back to calm. And we find some of the things that children will do when they're highly anxious is they might squeal, they might make noises, and from a music perspective, I've been really interested. I was listening to a boy yesterday, and he was not, it was and it kept escalating upwards. And so when I got to work with him, I matched his pitch, and I stayed on that note, but I gradually brought him down. And then I heard, was what he did. And I had a rocking horse. So I set him on the rocking horse. So he's got steady beat accompanying his actions. And we did the book Brown Bear. I hope you all know about Brown Bear because it is the most calming, regulating book for children. And the reason it works is that it's predictable. So, brown bear, what do you see? I see a red bird looking at me. Red bird, what do you see? I see a yellow duck looking at me. So it goes all the way through, and it's a beautiful book to sign. So those of you from Van Ash, it's one that we use all the time. And so he was sitting on the rocking horse. He didn't make any noise whatsoever. He was rocking very slowly and looking at every page. And at the end of the book, he looked at me. I was wearing a necklace, and he reached over and touched my necklace, gave me a smile, looked at me, gave me beautiful eye contact, which he very rarely does, and then went back to rocking. So there's a picture of a little boy whose life is bombarded with sensory information, and we need to provide an environment that is as stress-free as possible. How many here are in early childhood centres? So it's so good to see you here. So one of the things that I'd love to think about is, how do you start the morning? Is it calm? Is it started with beautiful song? Twinkle Twinkle is one of the most calming songs you can use. And so set the mood for the day. Helping the children to understand what's coming, but you don't need to be talking. Mat time can be sung. I sing everything. In my music classes, I sing instructions. And when you sing instructions, you're activating the whole brain. If you're just talking, and often your voice starts to get higher and louder if the children get louder, so that's adding to their stress levels. But I never use my voice loudly. I've got a naturally soft voice and I want to protect it. So if you talk in a softer voice, if you sing, you're going to get the children hooked in. And this is the beginning of music communication. So this is where we're going to start. We need scarves, we need scarves, la la la, la 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 la. We need scarves, we need scarves, la la la, la 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 la. Take a scarf, take a scarf, la la la, la 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 la. And we need some more people to join our circle. If you want to come and play, please join us. Come and play, come and play, la la la, la 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 la. We're really pleased you came, we're really pleased you came, la la la, la 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 la. Side to side with your scarves today, la la la, la 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 la. Up and down, up and down, la la la, la 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 la. Wiggle, 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 la la la, la 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 la. And you can sing about individual children, la la la, la 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 la. I really like the way that you're keeping the beat, la la la, la 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 la. I see lots of pink scarves today, la la la, la 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 la. Ha ha ha, ha ha ha, la la la, la 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 la. Ha ha ha, ha ha ha, la la la, la 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 la. Now I've got to get out of this and back to my playlist. I think I might have it. Wait a minute, no. What do I do? It's good to have Victoria, la la la, la 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 la. She's an amazing help. She even helped me park, la la la, la 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 la. I thought I had the right card. I didn't at all. I really needed my visa. I used my other card, but she came along and she helped me beautifully, la la la, la 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 la. And children love this song. They make it their own, la la la, la la la. We had a circle of children and one got into my bag of things, and the other little boys looked at him and sang, "That's not yours, that's not yours, la la la, la 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 la. Put it back, put it back, la la la, la 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 la." And the child put it back and held onto the ring and looked at me as if butter wouldn't melt in his mouth. Ha ha ha, ha ha ha, la la la, la 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 la. Oh, where's...
Take a scout, take a scout,
La la la, la 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 la. It's small in a little ball, la la la, la 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 la. Watch it grow, watch it grow, la la la, la 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 la. Watch it grow, watch it grow, la la la, la 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 la. Hide it away, hide it away, la la la, la 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 la. Hide it away, hide it away, la la la, la 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 la. Find it now, find it now, la la la, la 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 la. Throw it in the air, throw it in the air, la la la, la 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 la.
Put it on your head. Put it on your head. La 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 la. Peek-a-boo. Peek-a-boo. La 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 la.
Instructional songs are really valuable, and also narrative songs, so you can be singing about what children are doing in the moment. And then I was listening the other day, some children were out playing on bikes outside the music room at the Champion Centre, and I heard this little one sing, "Can I have a turn? Can I have a turn?" And the other little one sang, "La la 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 la," as he rode on, and he did a whole circuit, and then he came back and he said, "I'll do 2 more and then I'll get off and you can wait at the bus stop and I'll stop and you can have a turn." So there's an example of the song changes because a child is playing with music and playing, answering, singing questions. So this is an example of the kind of thing that I hear all the time in my music class. La, 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 and I might leave it, and then I'll hear la, 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 la. So what I'm wanting is children to think, oh, there's a space for me to answer, a space for me to put my musical question. So if I sing la 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 la, so Victoria gave me an answer straight away, but if I sing to Judith with a musical question, la 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 la, I've got to think la 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 la. And did you notice that beautiful little surprise in the middle? So it's bringing in the unexpected. And this is where often children with special needs, babies certainly, get the musical joke. The more that they interact and play, the more they understand that music question that, oh, we expected an answer there, but actually it was answered with another question, and then another question, and so the conversation can go on in a circle, which can be quite hilarious. Scarves are folded in a rectangle, la 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 la, make a rectangle. Make a rectangle, la 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 la, and fold it over again and make a square. La 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 la. You've got beautiful squares. You've got beautiful squares. La 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 la. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides to a square. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides to a square. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides to a square. Draw a square shape in the air. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides to a square. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides to a square. Draw a square shape in the air. Draw a square shape in the air. So it's not exactly the way you'd conduct 4-4, but it's teaching children they can conduct. Fold your scarf into a triangle. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, sides to a triangle. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, sides to a triangle. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, sides to a triangle. triangle, drawing a triangle in the air. And so children learn, we've got different meter. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Jason was asking me before about matching what to do when his child, little girl, 4 months, is screaming. Well, you don't start with a calming song because she's up here. So you've got to match the scream, and you were going to do what song?
William Tell.
Okay, off you go. And what does she do?
And she, after a bit, she stops and stares up at me.
So you've matched her energy, you've matched her emotional level brilliantly, because babies and parents, when they communicate musically, are as tight-knit as jazz musicians, and they know when the pauses come and when to fill those gaps. And so Jason and I just had a very short conversation. I love that idea of William Tell because it matches the scream, and if she gets a bit high, you sing it up higher, and if she goes high, you sing it up higher. But the aim is to come down, to calm, and that's what's happening. And you've got a beautiful lullaby, and the triple, the rocking, the holding. And I want to really talk about the importance of deep pressure holding and touch, because it is so important. The rocking, and if you can't think of a song, just think of rock, rock, rock with me, gently side to side. Rock with me, and now get ready to stop. You're putting a clear beginning, middle, end. Now get ready to stop. With a baby, now get ready to stop. And you wait, and the baby will jiggle a little bit and give you a clear indication, I want more. But then with the older child, you can start, even if they haven't got the words, more, more. And I'm very thrilled we've got some people from Van Ash here who I might call on for signs, but this is a sign for more. This is a sign for stop. So you can start. I've got little ones, 10, 11 months old, who are showing me clearly, I want more. Or they'll wiggle. So remember the row, row, row your boat, triple meter. If you've got a nursery full of crying babies, you can't pick each baby up, but you can sing to them, I am singing, beautiful babies can go to sleep. You are going off to sleep. Shh, shh, shh. You can make up your own. But if you're holding a baby and you've got a really fussy baby, try that deep pressure, the deep holding, because light touch with fingertips is arousing. Deep pressure with the palms of your hands is very, very calming, and we do this a lot with our children. All the mothers and babies at the end of our music sessions and at the Champion Centre, or babies upwards to 5, all go for a cuddle with their mum or their dad, and they love it. It's that special time together. Now, we need bean bags, Everyone in the circle needs a bean bag. We need bean bags, Everybody needs a bean bag. And bean bags are wonderful for timing, for throwing and catching. There's nothing better than throwing and catching to build steady beat. So I'd love you all to just get in a pair with somebody else. If you can, try throwing 2 bean bags together. It's great, great brain exercise. Or you can just have one. Throw and catch, throw and catch, throw and catch the creatures today. Throw and catch, throw and catch, and now get ready to stop. Over and under, over and under, over and under today. Over and under, over and under, over and under today. Around and around, around and around, around and around today. Around and around, around and around, and now get ready to stop. Forwards and backwards, forwards and backwards, forwards and backwards today. Ha-ha. Forwards and backwards, forwards and backwards, now get ready to stop. In between, frogs and creatures are in between, jiggly, jiggly, jig. And you can do all the prepositions any way you like. It's helping to build creativity. Get the children giving you their ideas. Bom, 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 bom. Right, ready for the beanbag bop?
We'll do the beanbag bop.
We'll do the beanbag bop. Bop, bop, and stop.
We'll do the beanbag bop. We'll do the beanbag bop. Bop, bop, and stop. Bounce the beanbag from knee to knee. Bounce it just like this. Bounce the beanbag from knee to knee. And now get ready to stop. We'll do the beanbag bop. We'll do the beanbag bop. Bop, bop, and stop. We'll do the beanbag bop. We'll do the beanbag bop. Bop, bop, and stop. We'll do the beanbag bop. We'll do the beanbag bop. Bop, bop, and stop. We'll do the beanbag bop. We'll do the beanbag bop. Bop, bop, and stop. Pass the beanbag around your waist. Pass it round like this. Pass the beanbag around your waist. And now get ready to stop. We'll do the beanbag bop. We'll do the beanbag bop. Bop, bop, and stop. We'll do the beanbag bop. We'll do the beanbag bop. Bop, bop, and stop. We'll do the beanbag bop. We'll do the beanbag bop. Bop, bop, and stop. We'll do the beanbag bop. We'll do the beanbag bop. Bop, bop, and stop. Make a rainbow up in the sky. Make it just like this. Make a rainbow up in the sky. And now get ready to stop. We'll do the beanbag bop. We'll do the beanbag bop. Bop, bop, and stop. We'll do the beanbag bop. We'll do the beanbag bop. Bop, bop, and stop. Cha-cha-cha.
I had a lovely class with all dads and babies, and we'll do the beanbag bop, we'll do the beanbag bop, 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 and stop. So they danced with their babies, and the timing and the interaction was just beautiful. So it doesn't have to be beanbags, but it's just an idea. So all the music are just ideas. Take them wherever you want.
Take your frog for a walk on your head. Take your frog for a walk on your head. Take your frog for a walk. They can stop and have a talk.
Hi, Froggy.
Take your frog for a walk on your head. Jump your frog from your shoulder to your shoulder. Take your frog from your shoulder to your shoulder. Jump your frog on your shoulder, and now your other shoulder. Jump your frog from your shoulder to your shoulder. Jump your frog on your chest, on your chest. Jump your frog on your chest, on your chest. Jump your frog on your chest. Does he wear a woolly vest? Jump your frog on your chest, on your chest. Jump your frog on your tummy, on your tummy. Jump your frog on your tummy, on your tummy. Jump your frog on your tummy. I think it feels quite funny. Jump your frog on your tummy, on your tummy. Jump your frog on your knee, on your knee. Jump your frog on your knee, on your knee. Jump your frog on your knee. They can jump 1, 2, 3. Jump your frog on your knee, on your knee.
One of the most wonderful exercises I ever had was with a boy who came from Latin America, and he was absolutely amazing, but he was highly aroused all the time, and the school were quite concerned about this boy. I felt really excited when I met him because I thought, wow, the potential here. So it's the only time I've ever been able to play with a group of children where you would throw and catch the bean bags at the same time in the circle, because he just had such amazing timing and coordination. He could be at the other side of the circle, and it would just, once we got into sync, it would just magic. And for him, it had to be high energy. Now, he was about 9 when I had him. So high energy, leaping, jumping, throwing, using a weighted ball, using a large physio ball with a group of boys, and also a very large balloon, which was so incredible because it slowed everything down. And so he couldn't go fast, but what I saw was his beautiful, almost ballet-like movement and dance. And this helped to give him strategies for himself. And the difference in that boy after 2 terms, also for me, I was so much fitter. But the teacher said, oh, what we've realised through talking to you is we were expecting him to sit for quite long periods. He simply physically couldn't sit. So they mapped out his classroom routine, and it worked for the whole class, surprise, surprise. So they would do music, followed by something that involved a lot of concentration, followed by another music activity, followed by something outside where he would be the leader. And he went from being a student with low self-esteem to being highly sought after because he was so astute with his wonderful movement skills and timing. So timing underpins everything we do, whether it be reading, writing, marching, and if children haven't got a good sense of timing, it impacts on everything they do. So beanbags, rainbow ring, all that kind of thing that we've been doing is important. Now, frogs in the bag and dinosaurs in the bag. La 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 la, and I think I saw an elephant and it goes back. La 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 la. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. La 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 la. We need maracas now. We need maracas now. Everyone needs a maraca now. We need maracas now. We need maracas now. Ba 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 bum ba ba bum. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. La 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 la.
Shaking your maracas, 1, 2. Shaking your maracas, 1, 2. Shake up high, shake down low. Shaking in the middle and away they go. Aha, 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 aha. Shake behind your back, 1, 2. Shake behind your back, 1, 2. Shake up high, shake down low. Shaking in the middle and away they go. Aha, 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 aha. Shake them very quickly, 1, 2. Shake them very quickly, 1, 2. Shake up high, shake down low. Shaking in the middle and away they go. Aha, 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 aha. Shake them very slowly, 1, 2. Shake them very slowly, 1, 2. Shake up high, shake down low. Shaking in the middle and away they go. Aha, 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 aha. Shaking your maracas, 1, 2. Shaking your maracas, 1, 2. Shake up high, shake down low. Shaking in the middle and away they go. Aha, 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 aha.
Little India at that age was 3. Aha! And I've got fast maraca songs. They're great. Fast music's got its place for high arousal. But teaching children, shake up high. I want them to feel what high is. I want them to feel through their muscles, through the word that I love, proprioceptive, information about where the body is in space. So feeling high, shake up high, shake down low, because then musically they're learning the direction of where the pitches are. And so when they start to compose their own songs, they know high, low. So it's really important to teach. And so now we're going to do ha, 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 ha. Ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha, ha. Oh, and you can do drawing, you can do all sorts of things, but we do this. I do this with little babies. And I wait, and I'm like, ooh, ooh, the baby games, ooh, ooh, ooh. Follow me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So babies love that kind of game. And when you've got something like that, it's like a focal point where ha 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 ha, and wait, ha 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 ha, ha ha ha. And maracas in the bag, maracas in the bag, la 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 la. Maracas in the bag, maracas in the bag, la 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 la. Maracas in the bag, maracas in the bag, la 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 la. Maracas in the bag, maracas in the bag, la 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 la. When I left high school teaching, I went in to do music therapy training. A little girl that I was invited also to work with mothers and young children, nothing to do with music therapy, but really to give me a good idea of how to work with young children, and that it was there I found my passion, partly because of a wonderful girl that a lot of you will know, Louise Van Tondren, and she was constantly keeping me on my toes. Okay, Julie, I'd like a trampoline song. We really need a good trampoline song. So I wrote it, and she said, no, it's not quite right. You've got to bend your knees, you've got to have time to bouncing on my trampoline. And I'd done bouncing on the dog. No, she said it's wrong. The timing, you need pauses in it. I'll show you. So I recorded her singing, and I thought, yep, I had it all wrong. You've got to come from the world of the child to know how they move, what they need. So here we go with the trampoline song, and I'll get a teddy, and we'll have this group holding on. I want to be part of it. done so much bouncing, we need to tuck him into bed. Poor little teddy bear, he needs to go to bed. Dear little teddy bear's tucked up in bed. Night, night, teddy bear, shh, shh, shh. Night, night, teddy bear, shh, shh, shh. Night, night, teddy bear, shh, shh, shh. Teddy bear is going into bed. Night, night. So the trampoline song, timing. That everybody feels when they get into the groove. We're all jumping the teddy in synchrony. And I've been really excited to see how this exercise has really helped not only children but parents also to be able to jump the teddy in perfect time, to have that routine of tucking the teddy into bed, and then parents can see, oh, I could use these routines at home. We could sing everything. Teachers suddenly realise, oh, we're talking a lot, but actually we're not singing much, but we can make it playful and fun. And this is what music does. It brings joy. If you think of music as the language of the child and where you're picking up, Louise was just so thrilled when I got the song right, and that's her singing at 7. And she came down and did all the songs in the recording studio in Dunedin, as we had to then. But there's a very funny story about that song. I was invited to do a music workshop for all the music advisors of New Zealand. And I was very nervous, but I took a very large pink monkey and a stretchy piece of fabric. Some of you will know all the music advisors like Graham Wallace and different ones, all very serious. They'd had a very serious music education 3 days, and then we did the monkey bouncing song, and they had tears running down their cheeks. They were just, it was in the auditorium at the College of Education, as it was then, and it was what they needed. They needed to play, and from that, I could see, oh, permission to play, it's okay. Now, I want children to understand the elements of music and to be able to hear it in a song. And this came from a little boy who said, I am playing music. And that's all he sang. And I said, show me. He said, I can play fast, I can play slow, I can play high, I can play low. We need a song about that, and we need ribbon sticks or scarves to do it. So I didn't bring the ribbon sticks today, but we will have scarves, which you've still got. Organza, we'll have our great big bit of organza. I'll get it. I've got a great big bit.
We are playing music. We are playing music. Listen to the sound. Listen to the sound. We are playing music.
And don't sit, dance.
We are playing softly. We are playing softly. Listen to the sound. Listen to the sound. We are playing softly.
We are playing loudly. We are playing loudly. Listen to the sound. Listen to the sound. We are playing loudly. We are playing slowly. We are playing slowly. Listen to the sound. Listen to the sound. We are playing slowly.
We are playing quickly. We are playing quickly. Listen to the sound. Listen to the sound. We are playing quickly. We are playing music. We are playing music. Listen to the sound. Listen to the sound. We are playing music.
I love the way that you kick the feet. I love the way that you stamped your feet. I love the whirling and twirling in the middle. Well done, everyone. I'm often asked to compose a song. For example, the Red Cross contacted me and asked me to come up with a song to teach children about what to do in an emergency. And one of our physiotherapists said to me, we need a song to help this child with Down syndrome who's very heavy, very solid, and his mother's really getting a very bad back by lifting him up and down off the floor. I want him to be able to do this independently. She said, I've been thinking a lot about what I want him to do, and I think you could do it all through music. So she said, I want him to be able to go down to the floor. Maybe he won't be able to be curled up in a ball, but maybe down in a squat, and then coming up. She said, he's got no sense of self, so I want you to come up with the idea of deep pressure on his head, and maybe something like, here I am. I'm not sure, but you'll know. So I went home, I wrote the instructions down, and at 3 in the morning, keep a pen and paper by your bed, because often the best songs come then. And I suddenly thought, oh, little pop-up clown. I think this could be the way. So I wrote the song, and then we had music that within 2 days after the song. And so Margie Prisk-Vink she recorded it, and we found that it was just a bit fast. We needed to slow it down so that he could go down, 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 down in his box. Notice it's minor, because I wanted to create a mood of a little clown way down in the bottom of the box. And so I used, if you start on end on D and go down to the C, you've got the Dorian mode. Now the little children love saying, I'm playing in the Dorian mode, and did you hear my flat C? You know, so you're going down to the dum, bum, bum, bum. So Victoria's going to be my little clown. I'm going to have the pop-up clown. And here's the result, and it's become one of the most widely used songs in the Champion Centre and around the world, I might add.
Way down low,
And Judith.
in the bottom of the box, is a funny little clown called Sam. He brushes his hair and he puts on his hat, and he jumps up and says, here I am. Then he wiggles and jiggles and dances around. He wiggles and jiggles and dances around. He wiggles and giggles, and then he blows a kiss. And then he goes to sleep in his box. Down, 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 down in his jumps up and says, "Here I am." Then he wiggles and jiggles and dances around. He wiggles and jiggles and dances around. He wiggles and jiggles and then he blows a kiss. And then he goes to sleep in his box. Down, 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 down in his box.
And it worked. And the mother started singing, down, 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 down. And she found it helped so much with his dressing, with bathing, with everything. And he, the magical day where he came up and went, and it was the first word he'd ever said, and he sang it, but we couldn't, it wasn't just the it was the It was just those tear-jerking moments where a child has a long enough time to process when the word is going to come at the end of a phrase and provide that word. And this is why slowing down at the ends of musical phrases, like the wheels on the bus, goes round and round and round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round all day long. So the long, so it'll be key words that'll come in before, and then the words start to be chunked. But if the words are too fast, and a lot of children's songs, they can't, they feel, I've seen it, they feel a sense of failure. They can't do the song because they don't know the words, or that's too fast and they can't do the actions. We want children to succeed every step of the way through music. Now we're coming to the part where, if you think about the brain, the calming, the regulation. And so I worked on a project with a professor from America, Dr. Beth Bolton from Temple University, and Judith Bell and Beth Rankin, who is a professor in Melbourne. And we wanted to come up with calming songs. A lot of the songs were composed by the parents themselves for their own babies. And there were traditional folk songs or traditional lullabies, beautiful lullabies. But some of the songs were more upbeat because, as you found, the baby wasn't ready to sleep, so you match where the energy level is of the child. So Sula Lula, so simple, and Victoria and I will just come around with that fabric. Sula, lula, sula, lula, When we go around every mother and child, or mother and baby, or father and baby, often the parent is lying on the floor cuddling the baby, but some parents don't feel confident yet. We have to work very hard on building relationship and building trust. But the purpose of the organza is to make every mother and child feel they are precious, they are so important. And I'm working on relationship-based musical play. I want to touch their hearts and their souls through music. And when I saw that fabric, I thought it needs to be longer so that the timing is absolutely right to make each person feel that they're special, and I hope you did feel that. So this is something you can do so easily for your children. With my own children when they were little, I can remember singing and using fabric like that, and the little facial expressions, it was just so beautiful. And I would sometimes get to 11 o'clock and think, oh, haven't put the washing out yet, haven't done a thing, but we've done lots of playing. But to me, that's what's so precious about music, because music brings people together in the moment. It's timed, you can anticipate it. And with that, it's just the beautiful simplicity of Sula Lula and Helen Webby playing the harp. And the harp you can feel through your whole body. So this is what I mean about choosing music that is rich, that is aesthetically beautiful, that the child can feel and respond to. The last song is the baby massage song. And I'd love all of you to try this. We're going to do it twice, and using deep pressure touch on Victoria, would you mind being my, So, stand sideways. Whoops, that way. So it's not this kind of touch. How does that feel? Tickly. Tickly, arousing. How does this feel? How does that feel when I give you beautiful deep pressure on your shoulders?
Like I need a massage.
And if you were lying on the floor face down, it would be even better. But just try it with backs. Put your seats in a way that you can give the person next to you a back massage, and then we'll swap and do it the other way around. And sitting. is one of the most powerful ways. If you've got a child in a classroom who's highly anxious, time outside or just in a lovely, gentle, beautiful, nurturing environment. This is calming. This is regulation. This is looking at the brain and the child and bringing the child back to the home note, or the actually home note. Judith, I'd love you to come and finish off what we've started.
Well, a couple more related comments actually. Just a couple of things. One is about the instruments. It's fantastic hearing all the live instruments on the recording. I know you get people coming in and playing instruments, and the same for the age group I work with is having experts play the instruments and then having as best quality instruments as possible so that they're real and authentic. I think that really matters. And about being really student-led, it's fantastic, the student-ledness of the early childhood that we've been talking about, but I'm also really for that and see the success of that approach at the pre-teen years as well. And the ways we can implement that are the students have choice of repertoire. Sometimes they come bringing a piece, even things like marimba group. What would you like? What could you imagine sounding good on marimbas? And I'm amazed at what they come back with. And it might involve quite a lot of work for me, transcribing it. But it's a piece that they've found. I would never have even thought of it. Like last year, it was a piece from a computer game. I'd never heard of it, but it worked really well. And that caused, as you can imagine, none of us needed to play the game or know anything about it, but it was a big buy-in from the group because it was their piece, it was their choice, and they worked very hard and learnt it. The same for orchestra, they choose their own repertoire. And about being real student-led, or student-centred, I should say, is that each student at our level, they all come in playing different instruments at different levels, and so to write all the music so that it's at their level on the instrument that they've chosen means success. It means it's something that they can achieve, play well, whether it's 3 notes they know or they started when they were young and can play very well. They can all be part of the group and be proud of the sound at the end. And I think that is really important. And about the kind of the physical sort of being really involved while we're learning in the games. Does that work at pre-teen? Absolutely. And so some of the games we've been doing now, we have other versions of those at pre-teen level. We have a music theory club where traditionally music theory is really kind of perceived as boring because you're sitting writing in books, learning to read and write, but no, exactly the same as the early childhood. People are learning amazing concepts beyond their years by playing games. Exactly the same thing happens in Theory Club. And we have little bee-bots or robots that they program to make chords. We have a sorting network which comes from the computational thinking aspect of digital technology. Who knew? They don't know. But they are learning pitching and they're getting about, moving outside and learning all kinds of things, developing their musicality, learning to read notes, being physical, having a lot of fun, and not even realising that they're learning a whole lot of different subject areas at once. And made me think too of when you were talking about Twinkle Twinkle Little Star with the first phrase, the middle section being different than the next phrase again. At our age, students are starting to learn to code using Scratch. And sometimes from maybe a non-musical background or something, students might think, I can write Twinkle Twinkle in Scratch, and they just put a whole series of notes. Well, that's one thing, but imagine if they can develop their code into 3 sections so they are really thinking again about the structure of that song. It's got 3 parts, and therefore their coding is also at a deeper level. It's using functions. So what I'm loving is just the depth of learning, exactly the same at middle school or pre-teen as early childhood. And you can see from Julie and I, we've had fantastic conversations and working together all these years, we're really doing the same thing. We completely have the same philosophy of student-led, student-centred, and taking direction from students, them taking leadership and showing the way and succeeding and having a chance for their voice. For instance, pre-teen are a lot more open-minded than you might think, or at least more open-minded than what I thought before I started working at that age. Like early childhood, really, you can expose both age groups to a lot of genres and styles of music, and it's really healthy and good because it opens them up to be more culturally aware and sensitive to different people around them. And also, if you've really thought about it, sometimes traditionally music in the Western world, we're really thinking about strong beat, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we get really drummed into us. And what I found is if students want to go into, say, jazz and start as an adult, it's really hard for them to switch their thinking and accent 1, 2, 3, 4, and really feel it in some of those offbeat. But at pre-teen, it's not too hard then because they're not sort of stuck in a rut. They also have the courage to learn to improvise, especially if they've been doing it since they were early childhood. And that's really powerful, important for me, and we might play things. In fact, I've been really impressed last year, you will have noticed this too, where students will get out and solo in the front of the jazz band, and one will play something and they'll trade. It was like our question answer we had before, and the other one will hear it and copy on their instrument, trumpet versus trombone, have a musical conversation out there in front of the audience, live, and that's really an extension of what we've been doing, and it's just so joyful to see that in them, because sometimes it's harder as an adult, isn't it, to take the courage to do some of those things that they're taking on board. So I think, I'll just check my notes here, I think they were the main things that I thought really related to what we're doing here today. I hope that's helpful and helps to see a flow through. Thank you.
I'm just going to share a little waiata with you, which is the anthem of early childhood. But I love the meaning. Stand tall like the kahikatea and nurture the little plants and the little seedlings that are coming on. Nurture the little ones. And we can do this through music, because music is a language of the emotions. Music is the first language of children. E tu kahikatea, he whakapai ururoa, awhi mai awhi atu, tātou tātou e, tātou tātou e. E tu kahikatea, he whakapai ururoa, awhi mai awhi atu, tātou tātou e, tātou tātou e. So the things to remember: if you're writing songs, make sure that the pitch, the direction fits the actions, that the song has a clear, predictable beginning, middle, end. That's musical form. That's a very important component of music, that you use lots of nursery rhymes, hum-dee-dum-dee-zip. Nursery rhymes have all the rhythms of early childhood, the walking, the running, the skipping, the galloping. That's why they're so important. They are predictable, they provide rich, rhythmic stimulation for young developing brains. And do include music that matches the levels of the children. Do start with calm, build up, and then come back to calm. Have fun, have joy through music. Music is playful. The word to play music is there for a reason. Some musicians need to relax and be more playful in their interaction, because after all it's about engaging people in the moment. So I think that's everything on my checklist. Are there any questions?
I just want to talk a little bit about when you're working with big groups so that it doesn't become over-arousing.
So working with a big group, that's a very good question. I've been working with a group of children in the Woolston Linwood area who've had high anxiety because of the earthquakes, and Victoria's working with a group of 40 children. And what I found was all the calming things worked. All the arousing things went out the window because the children just escalated. They needed to, actually, they responded really well by lying on their tummies on the floor, because you don't have to worry about your body in space. And we did rhythm patterning. We did a lot of rhythm patterning, listening, echoing, drum play, rainbow ring work, no parachute because that's too over-arousing, no maracas, that was too arousing, no ribbon sticks, that was too arousing, and chime bar play was wonderful. They loved being able to follow the notes, make up their own little tune, 3-note songs, 4-note songs, just handing them the chime bars, make up a piece. What's your composition? And using music terminology. Oh, you went crescendo, that's getting very loud. You went diminuendo. Oh, you played largo, that's slow. You played presto, that was fast. And they enjoyed all that terminology at a school level. And I found, and the teacher said at the end of the second term, if only we'd started at the beginning of the year with all these calming techniques, we'd have a very different class of children. And what she did find was they all took off with their reading, they all took off with their sense of belonging and their appreciation of others in the group. So does that? So calm, regulated, lower brain stuff, that works. Music time has finished now. Music time has finished now. Music time has finished now. Well done, everyone. Well done, everyone. Ka kite, ano. We'll see you, we'll see you, we'll see you again. And if you are not sure or are not familiar with my music, julieWyliemusic.com, there's heaps of research, music research, and we keep it right up to the mark. Dr. Susan Foster Cohen at the Champion Centre regularly sends me research that she thinks might be suitable to put there about calming, regulation, sleeping, daily routines. So there's a whole lot there under the reading list. And also on our musical play Facebook, there's updated 2 or 3 times or 4 times a week with things that we think are relevant, and we love people giving us questions that we can go out and find answers for you. So, and please like our page. So I think that's everything. So www.julieWyliemusic, and thank you all so much. You've been wonderful to work with. Oh, and the last little tip. When you're listening to music with children, please don't talk. That gives a message that listening is not important. So you want to develop wonderful, wonderful listening with the children that you're working with, and you're just going to go out and do amazing things with all those beautiful children.
very welcome. Pleasure.